print just about everything possible. Kids aren't afraid to be creative. I have been.
Hello. Hope everyone's well. I'm being quiet because Softy's asleep on the sofa. So let me just turn myself up a bit. That might be better. Because I don't want to talk too loud because Softy's asleep. But hello, hope you're well. Not this again, you're gonna stress me out. I haven't done it. And I was gonna do it off stream and then I was like, I might as well just stream it. But I hope you're well, Mel. Hope you're good. If I can't get it done in an hour, I will just finish it tomorrow. But it's not like it's an hour until I have to have it done, you know? It's not like I've got an hour and then it is done for. So it's not too bad, you know? It's not like I have to do it. But I hope you're all well. We'll probably just get straight into it, to be honest. I do want to quickly read this stuff about the next update. I do want to quickly, let me quickly capture it. There we go. How can I make it? I mean, I've got a wide monitor, so the framing of this is not going to be great. Let me see if I can, there we go. That should be fine, right? Oh, I don't want to move my game. Don't let me forget to put my game into not wide monitor. Otherwise I'll forget. Let's turn off this lo-fi. I'll leave it on for the stream. Oh no, I don't stream because there's an advert. Goodbye. Right, I'm gonna quickly read through it because I haven't read through it. The little picture looks cute though, look at it. These are cool. The big cherries and the building, the realm looks cool. I like the bus stop. I hope we get that as an item because that is sick. And how long has it been that I've been like, can we have a bus stop? That's really cool. And the little cat, he looks cool as well. It looks good. I'm impressed. Pixel Perfect update, which will air Wreck-It Ralph. Well, which will air Ralph from Wreck-It Ralph to the game. 29th of July, so next week. Update comes with a new realm and storyline that's along with the Pop City Star Path. See, that sounds right up my street because it's going to be like futuristic city, which sounds really cool. Gameplay improvements and new islands for owners of the Storybook Vale expansion. Ooh, not that I really use the islands, but you know. The full rundown is as follows. When a mysterious arcade machine begins causing chaos, players will team up with Vanellope to rescue Ralph, uncover the source of the disruption, experience an all-new friendship adventure inspired by the beloved films. Don't want a quest with Vanellope. I know we have to, but I don't want to. Alongside the new realm and storyline, players can look forward to a season packed with content. The Pop City Star Path will introduce both free and premium rewards, including new outfits, furniture, a feline companion, and city-inspired customization items. The update will also kick off several limited-time in-game events throughout the summer, including the return of Summer Sizzle, the debut of the Parks Floating Festival, I think that'd be fun, and the return of Memory Mania, each offering exclusive rewards. I can finally finish this, because I haven't finished it from last year, because I was busy. Pixel Perfect update also delivers a range of highly requested gameplay improvements. Players will be able to redecorate more easily with new bulk removal tools. Gives villagers multiple gifts at once. That's kind of cool. If you're like trying to bulk level. And re-roll their favourite gifts of the day to streamline friendship progression. Okay, that's cool. I think that's good for newer players who are a bit overwhelmed with having to give like 1 million people gifts. I think that's cool. Reaching the maximum friendship level will also unlock new best friends benefits, including the ability to fast travel to villages. Okay, that's really cool. That's going to be really helpful. Like when I quest and I can't find them, I'm like, help. Hanging out with these villagers can give the best friend glow, which unlocks special traits such as increased sprint durations and the max level profession bonuses for all professions while together. That's kind of cool. It gives the characters like a new level. Players who also own Storybook Vale will also receive 3 new floating islands inspired by the Bind, Mythopia, and Ever After, offering even more room to create and customize. Be sure to check out their social media as we get closer to the launch date for even more info on the next Star Path, quality of life improvements, and other surprises. It looks good. I think that sounds good. I think this looks cool. I think the Star Path is going to be really cool if it's this kind of city vibe, which makes me think we're going to get this bus stop, which is really cool. And I think it'll be a lot of like billboards, and this building's probably in it as like the house because it's kind of really center stage. And I think he looked cool. These trainers are cool. I hope they're on their own and not part of this outfit because I don't see myself wearing this, but the shoes are cool. I like the shoes. And the little cat's cute. Can't go wrong with a little cat, you know? You can't. Hi, Fora. Yeah. I have been doing them. I just have been doing them with like 10 minutes to spare on a Wednesday morning. Which isn't the best way to do it. So I thought, because I'm doing it tonight, I'll get it done, you know? Right. Let's go back to the game. Let me put it in what I need it to be for stream, because otherwise what one is it that I want? This one. That should look better now. Perfect. I had it in I'll do it in wide angle when I actually take the picture. But for now, I'll put it in this, otherwise you can't see. I'm so glad I finished the Star Path. Yeah, me too. I want a button that will let me wipe every decoration in my entire valley. I kind of would like it, you know how you hold a button to like delete a whole room? I wish you could kind of do that with a biome. I feel like that would be really fun. I still want that dress. It's cute, isn't it? It's one of my faves. Finally, those Storybook Vale floating islands. I know, I thought the other day, I was like, are they actually coming or are they just never going to add them? Hi. I did debate. I was like, are they ever going to add them or are they just going to leave it? Right, I'm going to... Is there any hedgehogs I need to feed while I'm here? That one I've fed. And that one's not here. Okay, so no, I don't need to. Perfect. So off stream, I've been doing my quest grind. As you can see, I literally have one left of Tigger. And then this is the event one. So, and then I'm onto these guys, which I'll be doing this week. But I obviously want to do Tigger's first. I need to get him to level 10. For some reason, I haven't. And I also unlocked Pluto, who's just the cutest. And I also level 10'd Pocahontas, which means I've got Miko. So they're my current buddies. I'm going to quickly do this quest with Peter. Because then I've done it, because that's my last one for this event. And then I finish it. And then we'll do Dreamsnap. Thanks, Marth. I appreciate it. And I appreciate the like. Thank you. Hope you're good. Hi, Olivia. Work lurking during potential thunderstorm. Be safe. I love a thunderstorm, though. I love a thunderstorm. And those wings, the heck. Yeah, the wings are cool. They, they upgrade. So as you give characters gifts and earn XP, they start off like that, and then they upgrade to this version, and then if you get it to level 3, they like sparkle more. So they kind of upgrade as you wear them, basically. So that's why I'm currently wearing them, so that I can try and get them to the next level, because I still haven't. And then this dress I just am obsessed with, and I always want to wear, to be honest. Right, is Peter anywhere, or is he going to be in his house, which is not here? That's Eeyore. That's Piglet. And that's Pooh. So yes, he is. Right, over we go to... I think he's in this one. I can't remember. We'll find out. I'll go to during the hour. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'll get Pluto. So basically you get a bunch of random like quest items, and then you've got to get Lady and Tramp to level 10. Your best bet honestly is just look up like a guide for it, because it's quite, there's a lot of steps basically you have to do like with characters and in the game to eventually get Pluto. Is Peter? Oh, he's there. Hello. Okay, we've got to go to Skull Rock. That's fine, I can do that. I also, the other thing I did off stream was I completed the museum. I did it off stream. Hi Flux the Fairy, welcome in, hope you're well. The other loop in this game is that you can place characters where you want them in photos. Yes. You just have one of those places. Thank you. I mean, you did help with the gift delivery. It very much helped get them all to level 10. Some of them I had like already and just was waiting for, and then some I needed to level up. So that definitely helped. But the quests I've kind of just been basically grinding out. Right. We need to look for pictures of Lost Boys. I feel like this is going to be the hardest one, because this is a very big space. Whereas like the realms and stuff have been quite small. The Alice one was a little bit bigger. But I do feel like this one is going to be a bit tricky. There's one up there. I can see that one. Is there any... Yeah, I can see that one across there. I might as well take it from here, because that'll count, right? Yeah. Right. Is there one over here anywhere? No. Anyone on the ship? Is there going to be one in here, maybe? Have a look. I'd even the playing field between you and Kibby. Yeah, once Kibby said that she got them all to level 10 with gifts, I was like, okay. So we're not playing fair here. I was like, fine, I'm going to do that too then. Literally all I've got left is Tigger's level 10. And then Pooh and Friends, which I do feel like when we first talked about it, we didn't include Pooh and Friends, but I can't actually remember if Kibby included them or not in her count. Okay, this is one up here, which means we've missed 2. Ew, right. This cave is like massive. How am I meant to find these? I mean, I've got the lower bit I can go to as well, actually. And surely there'll be one down there. Okay, let me go back down here. And we'll go to the lower section. Surely there's going to be one down here. I always forget that this is like the world's longest tunnel. And it's a maze. Nope, not one here. What about this way? Yes, I knew it. I was like, surely there's one down here. Is there going to be another one? No. That's fine. I didn't think there'd be more than one, but it's worth a check, right? So I don't want to have to come all the way back down. That would be a pain. Also, I don't know why I'm gliding and not using my wings. I don't know how that's happened. We'll figure that out in a minute. Right. That means there's one more somewhere. You'd think it'd be on the boat. I feel like that would have been a good place to put it. What about around here anywhere? Is there like a little hidden one? Oh, nice. Done it. Perfect. Oh, thanks for I did it. I appreciate the offer though. I definitely would have if I couldn't find that last one. I would have been like, help me. He's gonna be back over there, isn't he? That's annoying. No, not this one. Right. I think the one I found the hardest out of all of those was the Alice realm one. I found like myself just going in circles because that realm is basically just going in circles, isn't it, really, all the time? I think that was the hardest one, but they've been relatively easy. Even the Dream Castle one was a little bit like I had to kind of do a few laps because I just couldn't find them. Yeah, he's in his house apparently. Let's hope we actually go in here and he's actually here because I keep going to people's houses and they're not in there. We done it! Thank you. Perfect. Now that should mean we've got all of them, right? Yeah, the Gus one's the cutest. Cool. I like it. We're done. Hi, Scribble. I should enough for the Dreamlight goal. Dreamlight goal? What? My brain's not switched on today. You've got genuinely, your best bet is to talk to me like I'm 5. Because even I'm like, Dreamlight goal. What? I was like, yeah, this one just happened to try just go straight up to the port and then the rest I needed with it. I went in the whole like bit where the road, the castle is and all the cards and had to do all that. And I was like, I didn't even need to go here. It was not fun. I was like, this isn't fun anymore. Right, I'm going to quickly grab some of these gifts to give Tigger because I do want to get him to level 10. And then we're going to start with the Dreamsnap. As I said, I don't have like an exact... I don't have to do it in an hour, but I kind of want to do it as quick as I can. Just because I can't be around for that long. Because I got stuff to do. Plus, Nova is poorly. Bless her, she's got like a really rubbish cold. So she pretty much didn't sleep all night. So I'm obviously don't want to be doing stuff and then I have to go all of a sudden because she's upset or awake. Plus also I've not had much sleep. So I don't want to burn myself out, you know? So that's why I'm kind of putting myself on a bit of a time limit. But like I said, if I start doing it and then I do have to go, I'll just finish it tomorrow morning. But then obviously you guys can't see that, which sucks. In mysteries? I'm so confused. Again, you're probably not being confusing. It's probably my brain. Right. Is Tigger here anywhere or do I need to go to his house quickly? He's not in there. I need them to do a quality of life improvement, please. The shop and the restaurants, let me just right click the icon, like say the icon like this, just let me right click it and it'll give me a panel of all the people in there, because having to do this just to see who's in there is really annoying, like genuinely so. Oh, like that just really bugs me, that I'm trying to see who's in there and I physically can't. Okay, he's not in there. That's fine, I'll go find him quickly. That would be a quality of life improvement I'd love. I've been saying it for so long. I'm like, please, just let me right click the shop icon and then I can just see a little panel of who's at the shop. Because with the amount of characters we have now, it's just only going to get busier. And I'm like, I can't actually see who's where. And it's really annoying when you're looking for a character. And I mean, I guess the thing coming in next week's update where you can fast travel to characters you have at level 10 is kind of going to fix that problem. But, you know, still. If you're on like a Switch or something, that might take ages to load. And that just seems really annoying. So, hi, Hot Coco. Hope you're well and hope work goes quick and goes well for you. Thank you for hopping in. I appreciate it. And it's nice to see you. Hope you've been good. Oh, in the dreamlike task, I got you. I was so confused, Gribble. Not because you made it confusing, just because my brain today. My brain can't. I'm halfway through an energy drink and I'm still as if I'm asleep. So I do apologise. That is my fault. One more and then he's level 10. Hi, Daniel. Welcome in. No need to apologise. I hope you're well. Thank you for coming in. Right. That means at some point I can do his quest. I might just start it. So then I've got it started and I don't have to find him again. Don't mind me. And then we'll go do Dreamsnap. There we go. Right. Where do I want to do my Dreamsnap? I'm thinking out of the elements, I'm thinking I might just pick one or maybe two. I love the idea of nature and I also love the idea of water. They're the ones I'm like most drawn to, but I'm not sure. I feel like I'm more drawn to nature because I feel like water and fire I think are going to be the most popular. I mean, air's going to be the least popular, but that is really quite difficult to do. I guess you could like try and make it look like you're on a bunch of clouds, but I just don't think I have the skill for that. I don't think I have the skill or the time for that. So I'm thinking nature is kind of my fault. Also, have I lost my mind? Or did we not get this theme, like, not long ago? As in, like, the last half of this year or end of last year? I feel like we've done this before. Or am I just losing my marbles? I haven't voted on this yet. Okay, we can do that as well. This was my lazy cozy day one. I did it 5 minutes before it ended. And I liked what I'd built, so I just put a picnic blanket down. It is what it is. I'm going to be strict here. I'm going to do mean voting, I've decided. Not me doing air. See, I love that though, because that's like... Oh, I like both of these. I think this one's cute. That's good though. I just don't think I have the skill for that. At all. This one's cute. This one's cute. Yeah, I just don't have the skill. So I highly respect anyone that does air, to be honest. I think if I had more time... It's a shame that one's so zoomed out because that is cute. I think if I had more time, I'd maybe attempt to do air. But I think nature is like would be my top choice if I could pick an element to do. So that's cute. I know it's a selfie, but that is cute. I'm not usually a fan of selfie dream snaps, but let's do one more. Let's find a good one. None of these are giving lazy cozy, which is sad because that's cute. That's quite cute. I quite like that. I did a nature snap. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of going for. I voted for your lazy cozy day one. Thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah, I literally just rushed it, but I think it's cute. I made a frog theme bedroom. Okay, that's cute. I like that. I'm thinking nature, but water would look cool. Oh, but we've got those new water jet things. Should we do a mix of both? Should we do a bit of water and a bit of nature? I just feel like that's going to take me so long, though. I think regardless, I'm going to do it in here because I think this makes the most sense in terms of nature, like because of the grass colour. I think this is what I'm going to go for. I think that's my plan. Oh, it's a mess in here though. Let me just clean up a bit. There we go. What would we do without ancient vacuums? Because here could be good because I've got the waterfall. So I could incorporate water and nature. You know what I mean? I feel like that could work. Like if I really, really like jazz up this water bit and add loads of the water jet things, I think I could possibly make it work, maybe? I think maybe we give it a try and then we see how it's looking. But I'm thinking if we stand like here, have the water directly behind us, and obviously have a lot of nature around and then the water in the back, maybe? First off, though, should we do an outfit that's a bit of both? Or should we go fully, like, water in the nature? Because obviously nature, we've got that hair. But water, I love this one. I think this one's so cool. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think that hair's just the coolest. Because I feel like in terms of water clothing, we have better stuff. Because obviously we have that and we also have that, which I just think is cute. But then do we just maybe jazz that up with some green accessories, maybe? Like some green eyeshadow, some green jewelry, green shoes, maybe? And see if that works. I don't know if we've even got any good green shoes, is the issue. Green's quite hard. I mean, we've got those. Or do we go water, hair, nature, outfit? Because, like, we've got that. Plus, I also have that one and that one. Because this one's from the museum, which is so cute. And then, obviously, water, I have got those, but... Or do we go full nature but just have the waterfall in the back? That might be the plan. Because I think doing the combo outfit's going to be a bit weird. Hi, Kura. I know it is a speedrun. Hope you're well. Have we got any back pieces that are good for water / nature? I don't know if we really do. I mean, that's cute, but that could work actually. Or that one, obviously. But you won't obviously see the nature part of it, which is sad. Obviously those. What are you doing, Pluto? We need some, like, water wings. That'd be so cool. I mean, those are always an option. The Nightmite ones. I think the sunflower ones are the best, though. I think they go with the outfit the best because they match with this little belt thing. Now, do we want this outfit or do we want the other one? This one. Even that one's cute. I like that one the best. I think that one goes the best because it's got the little acorn and stuff. I use the bug dress from Timon or Pumbaa as my outfit. Ooh, yeah. I forgot about that. Or there's this one. That's very much giving nature. There's quite a lot of options. Also, don't we have that really, like, ugly one? Oh, we've got this one. Okay, this one might be the best because it's kind of stands out more. There's obviously this one, which again, we have a lot of, like, naturey things. Also, didn't we have... Oh, yeah, this one. Yeah, that's very nature. That's actually a really good choice. I like that. Didn't we get that, like, really weird looking one? Or did I not claim it? I'm sure I did. There was like a... It was either like a code or a redeemable thing. There's like a green... Or that one. That's what I mean. We have a lot of nature clothes. I feel like nature's the easiest one to dress in. There's obviously this as well, which is kind of cool if you want to just go for like a darker theme. You could go for the nefarious stuff. That could also work kind of for water, but it's not a particularly nice coat. This one, that also works. See, there's a lot of options. Now I'm like, what do I want to pick? I think we go... this dress. I think we go the big witch one, actually. Change my... this one. I think we go this one. I think we go this dress, and we can wear... Ooh, this could be cute. Where is my hair gone? This could be cute. This is from the museum. I'm bald currently. I think that hair could be nice. That crown could be cute. I was thinking either that or the hat that goes with this dress. Could be cute. This one. But I think that's giving like really witchy vibes. Or the mushroom one's quite cute. Or the green like crown. Or the antlers. The antlers could be cute. Wherever they are. Or the acorn hat. That goes really well with this dress. But like the antlers are also cool. Hi, Jay. I'm okay, thank you. Thanks, girl. No, I don't think I have the maple wings. I don't think I got them. I got the dress outfit, but I didn't get the wings, I don't think. I don't think I got them. Excuse me. Are you looking forward to the Ralph update? I actually am, even though Ralph's not my, like, favourite character, and I'm not a huge, like, futuristic character theme kind of person. I actually am. I think it's a nice change, considering we've just had Honeyglow, which is, like, basically my exact aesthetic and my favourite characters. I think I'm gonna go with this crown. I think it's cute. It's got the little bird in it as well. Yeah, I do feel like it's a nice change, and the picture I saw, like the promo picture, looks really cool, and knowing that the Star Path is like a future city kind of vibe, I really like the idea of. I think it's gonna... these wings don't go. Maybe no wings. Or these. The maple ones would go very well, I have to say. But I don't have them. Are they in my recommended, just so I can see what it looks like? Because if it looks that good, I'll get them if they're in my recommended, but I don't think they are. These. They look really good, don't they? Can I justify 1,750 moonstones on something that I'm not going to wear apart from this Dreamsnap? Probably not, right? They are so cute. After a 12-hour shift, oh my god, Jay, make sure you hydrate, eat, rest, all the things. Yeah, these wings go the best, but like, I can't justify that when this is how many moonstones I have. But they would definitely go the best, I have to say. Sadly. So I think I'm going to go for the Nightmite ones instead. I think they're going to be the best option because these don't go now. I guess they kind of go with the flower. I guess they kind of work, right? They go with the flower. Maybe, I don't know, I don't like them. I don't like these because it's a different green. Maybe these. Mel, what are you doing? Mel, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. You're crazy. Please don't do that. Get them? Okay, just because you told me to. Mel, thank you so much. That is very, very kind. But you didn't need to do that. But thank you, I appreciate you. I justified it for her. No. We're excited now. We have very little idea on who's coming. Yeah. Well, we should find out in August. There you go, Mel. I got them. Thank you. I appreciate you. Look how cute they are. Yeah, look, they just go the best. They're so cute. Oh, I don't want to feed the capybara. Okay, perfect. We're sorted now. Thank you, Mel. Yeah, I think they said in August, so we're gonna find out. So basically, I'm assuming we're gonna get the Ralph update, and then we're gonna get like something basically to tell us what's coming, kind of thing, like an updated roadmap or something, which is very exciting. I think green hair could be kind of cool to really go with the theme. And then let's just tone these down a bit, and then we'll go green eyes, I think. But yeah, no, we don't really know anything after Ralph, which is exciting. I kind of like that they kept it under wraps. I think it's kind of fun. I think these are kind of cute, but I just need to change the color. That's kind of cute. I kind of like that. Actually, far away they don't look as good. That's actually not too bad. Let's do that dark. That's better. I like that. But yeah, you excited? Scribble. And my favorite wings and the stained glass ones. Yeah, the stained glass ones are very cute, I have to say. I also really like these firework ones, and I also really like these. I just wish they had more movement to them. Like, they need to be like tweaked, but I love the color, but they just need more movement to them. The sunflower ones are also really nice, actually. My go-to has always been, like, my go-to top wings have always been this one, the butterfly ones. They did these in another color, didn't they? I don't think I've got them, I think, but I haven't used them. Yeah, these ones. I don't like these as much because they don't glow as much. They're more like shiny, whereas these original ones are like glowy. And then these are also very cute. I know, isn't the hat with the bird so cute? It's from the museum. When you complete the I think it's the forest. When you complete the forest thing, like all the forests of valor stuff, you get it. It's really cool. Right, what have we got? I think the pergolas could be quite nice to use, but obviously maybe like more just the edge pieces, which for some reason aren't included, but you know, like these. I think these could be quite cute, and like have them in front of trees maybe as kind of like a frame for the waterfall, and then we could obviously use lighting. I think that could be quite cute. I love these pergolas. I actually need to do a proper build with these because they're just so nice. Right, I'm going to do my usual thing. I'm going to go through everything. It's like these could be quite cute, look, because they move. Like, look at them. They're so cute. Yeah, I'm going to go through everything, pick out what I think will work, and then we'll go from there, basically. Oh, these could have been so good for, like, a water or an air theme. The only annoying part is it's massive. I don't know how easy that would be to incorporate into things. See, like, these could be quite cute, like, hidden behind these. Where's the little mushroom one? just to like hide behind. I think they could be quite cute. I don't know how well they'd work, but I think they'd look quite cute. The only ones I think have any increased chance are the scramble coin figures for Forky and Rafiki. Yeah. I think someone from Toy Story characters I wouldn't be surprised, because obviously of Toy Story 5 coming out. I was more surprised that this update that we're getting next I thought was going to be Toy Story because of the film. I was like, before they announced Ralph, I was like, I think Ralph will come this year. I thought he was going to be either October or December. And then I thought this update, the July one, was going to be oh, see, this would be good for air. I thought, yeah, this update I was like convinced was going to be, see, that could be kind of cool. I was convinced was going to be Toy Story. I didn't think Forky though. I thought it would be probably like Jessie and Bullseye. I thought would be most likely. Jessie and Bullseye or Bo Peep. I thought would probably be the most likely ones from Toy Story, or Slinky or Rex maybe. But Jessie and Bullseye were kind of like my top guess. But maybe Bullseye would be a companion instead, or like a horse skin. I think would be quite cool to have Bullseye as, so you could actually ride Bullseye. I think would be much cooler. So maybe Jessie and Bo Peep, or Jessie and Rex maybe. He's probably get a new streetcar or a bus in that stuff. I think it's likely. I mean, in the promo picture that was online, they did show a bus stop. So I'm assuming there's going to be a bus stop. I'm going to guess it's probably going to be in the Star Path. But it did show a bus stop, which makes me think, well, doesn't make me think, it's pretty much confirmation we're going to get. I need to buy more of these. That we're going to get a bus stop. A bus, I'm going to assume we're going to get, because it makes no sense to get a bus stop and not a bus. But it's Dreamlight Valley, so you never know. You might end up with a bus stop and not a bus. You know? I wouldn't put it past them. See, these could be quite cute. Like along here. Kind of like on both sides, you know? The only issue is one angle loves it, the other angle hates it. Why is that? Look. How does that make any sense? Look, this angle, yeah, no problem. This angle hates its life. I'd have to do it like that, which is just not great. Why does everything have to be so inconvenient? In DDV. Because look, now they're not equal, and that's going to bother me. And then that's now not equal to the angle that this is. Ah! Right, no. That's going back. These I'll find a space for, but not like that. Because that's just not working for me. It's hurting my brain a little bit. These would be good for cover. The swirling leaves, definitely. They're definitely... I'm just putting them off to the side so they're not in my way. See, this could have been quite cool instead of the real one, but it's fine. It's fine. I love Wreck-It Ralph, but I'm more excited for some of the new series for the furniture. Toy Story next return to realm surely. Yeah, I'd be very surprised if we don't get Toy Story at some point this year. I really did think it was going to be this earlier half of the year because of the film. But maybe, to be fair though, I kind of understand the logic of, because they've got because they had Honeyglow Woods come out, which obviously they put way more promo and time into. Obviously it's a paid DLC, they're going to put more time into it. That's absolutely fine. It does mean that like promo that Wreck-It Ralph probably would have been having for a lot longer has been arguably shorter. Same with like Hercules kind of got like cut off a little bit in that way. I can understand the logic of not wanting to do that with Toy Story, because obviously Toy Story, they'd want to make it into a big update kind of thing, if that makes sense, because it's like the purpose of it is to promote the movie. I am surprised though. Maybe we will next week, but I was surprised that we didn't get anything in the premium shop for Toy Story. Like, I'm surprised we didn't get like a what's it called, like a spotlight collection or whatever it's called. You know how we got one for Moana? I'm surprised we didn't get a Toy Story one. My theory has been since the fall October update has been a return to realm for the past 2 years that this year will be Toy Story return to realm. Yeah, that would be my guess. I immediately think it's out with the bus stop. Ooh, enjoy your drive home, Mel. Hope it goes well. Be safe. Then return to Wall-E, Moana, Ratatouille, Toy Story, Inside Out, Hercules, Alice in Wonderland. I mean, Hercules, Alice in Wonderland, Inside Out, I think it's not been long enough. Same as Mulan and Aladdin. I don't think it's been long enough. Toy Story, I would put bets on it being this year. Moana, there's not really any characters that they probably want from there yet. Like, obviously, same with Wall-E. There's no one. Ratatouille, there's characters, but again, they're not going to be like priority characters. Whereas I think out of all those options, Toy Story is the most likely realm to go back to. Like, I'd put my money on that. I remember Toy Story Wells can come in. Yeah, I think we got new stuff. I just was surprised we didn't get like a spotlight collection kind of like thing, but maybe it's because they did new stuff. Now that I'm doing this nature thing, I'm like, oh, I haven't got much nature stuff. See, this could be, oh, see, that could be quite cute in the middle. Oh, but it doesn't go that angle. Okay, I think, do I think that? I was going to say, do I think we just make a waterfall and then have the angling be better? But then it's like, I can't use the water jets, but do I really care that much? Don't think so. So maybe we just go full on, like, make a waterfall, because we can use this kit. It's a bit sad because I wanted to use, like, the actual one, but it's not really working. And then I can move here, which is more space. Let's give it a try. Similar items, none. How? It's a whole kit. Now I've got to find it. Whereabouts was it? Wasn't that far down? There it is. I guess it's not very tall, is it? That's the one thing I hate about this kit. Why is it so small? It's tiny. The only thing we could do is use this one, which obviously isn't much taller, but it's a bit better. And then I'm assuming all these pieces link up. I think I need more space. Oh, I forgot my up house was still there. Maybe we do it on a floating island. I need more room. Sorry. This is never going to get done in an hour, is it? Because I'm absolutely messing about. But yeah, no, I think it's gonna, if I was gonna place bets, I would say Toy Story in October, which my guess would be probably either Jessie and Bullseye, or that's so random. Jessie and Bullseye or Jessie and Bo Peep. I think Bullseye would make more sense as a companion to go with Jessie, or a horse skin, which I think would also be really cute, but I'd rather a companion just because I'd quite like Jessie and Bullseye to be able to like run around together. Do you know what I mean? Oh, it doesn't come up with that. Okay. Is there a landscaping one? No. And it won't be in foliage, will it? The icy one is. And the Neverland one is. Yeah, I would bet Jessie and then maybe a quest to get Bullseye, and then I think Bo Peep or Rex would be cool. I think Rex would be really, really fun. I'd rather Rex. Don't get me wrong, I love Bo Peep, but Rex is Rex, you know? Rex is the best. And then I don't know about December, to be honest. Like, what would they do for December? I'm not sure. Has anyone got any, like, predictions for December? Or anyone they think it would be? Because I don't think I do. I don't think I've got anyone that I think it will be yet. Right. And then, does the tropical one fit? Because that would be great. Kind of. It's a bit big. Maybe the smaller one would be better. This one. Yeah, I think that's cute. Or do we do like the... How close can I get that? Oh, I can't even like put a small one in. Okay, never mind. I was hoping I could get it closer, but I can't. Maybe we do that. And then I feel like this end piece would be quite nice to put behind. As like a... Just so it builds it up a bit more. I kind of want it like in this gap, but... It doesn't fit. Maybe we go down more. And then we can do this. That's better. That's better. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of characters that I think it would be. That could kind of work. To like turn it in, and then I'll fill this with water, and then we'll stand in front of it. Let's go for that. Right, let me go... Where's the Neverland on here? What's the biggest bit that will fit? I'll do that, and then I can put edges along this side. Let's do that. Because then I can do... Yeah, I can do edges along here. I'm going to be really pedantic and move that because it's going to bother me. Would have thought they could be Pinocchio this year. Pinocchio would be very fun. I think Pinocchio is a really good one to get. When we return to run for Alice, one of the Mad Hatter, March Hare, or the White Rabbit, 100%. I think next year I would be surprised if they don't do a callback to Alice. I'll be surprised. Out of the realms we've got, I would be most surprised, I think, if we don't get a callback to Alice next year. I just don't think this year they will. I'd be surprised just because I think it's a bit soon. But I think next year, definitely. I think we should. Because there's a lot of Alice in Wonderland characters we can still add. Like, Queen of Hearts would be so fun. Queen of Hearts was actually who I wanted to be the villain of Wish Blossom Ranch. That was who I wanted. Don't get me wrong, Cruella's great. But I was hoping for Queen of Hearts just because I think she's cool, but also she doesn't fit the aesthetic of Wish Blossom Ranch at all. I guess Cruella doesn't really either, but she makes a bit more sense, you know? Whereas Queen of Hearts would make no sense. I feel like Queen of Hearts would have to be... They'd have to put a lot into making it fit her. Like, I really would be sad if they kind of threw away the opportunity of making her really cool. Just because I think she is one of, like, my favourite villains, really. Right, we are going to have to go to Scrooge and buy more of these, but that's fine. I think that's cool. And then we'll surround it with trees, and we'll put some of the water jets in, and then I'll stand here, and then we'll surround it with trees and loads of like foliage and flowers. And I think that won't be too difficult, honestly. The rain's not really helping the vision, but it's fine. Let me go to buy some more of those things. I was thinking of Ralph for the December up this year. It turns out I was wrong. Yeah, I was the exact same. I thought October or December. Lady Tremaine would have fit 100%. Definitely. Arguably, I'd say I think Lady Tremaine would have fit better than Cruella. But I would rather have Cruella than Lady Tremaine. So, is there anything new in here? Ooh, pretty doors. Ooh! I bet you can't put anything in that, which is just depressing, isn't it, really? I don't need any of this stuff. I needed that, though. Yeah, I'd say arguably I think she would have fit better. As much as I love Cruella, I think Lady Tremaine would have made a bit more sense, but something that I actually found really interesting. So Tanny and Oscar, so Tanny Games, Oscar's Cozy Corner, if you don't know them, where have you been? They did a stream yesterday together. It was honestly, I've not laughed that hard in a long time at like watching something. It was so funny. They had such a good time. They were just laughing pretty much the whole time. But they obviously did talk about DDV. And they brought up some really good points, which they were kind of debating their thoughts on whether they kind of prefer... Oh, that one might be good to use, actually. Prefer DLCs or adventure packs, and kind of their thoughts, basically, on how they feel about DLCs since the Honeyglow Woods adventure pack. And I think they made such a good point, which was I think the reason why Honeyglow Woods has done so well, and I think for me personally, and they were like the same, I think it has done so well and we've enjoyed it so much, is because it was so cohesive, in the sense of it was about 3 characters from the same story with the same aesthetic, the same vibe. The map fit that vibe, the map fit the characters. It was all really cohesive. The story was like to do with the morals and the values of those characters and the world that they're set in, and it just all worked well together. Like everything was catered to these 3 characters and the world of Winnie the Pooh, and it just became such a like beautifully cohesive world. Obviously some people might not feel that way. They might be like, do you know what, it wasn't for me. That's completely fine. I personally agreed with them, kind of their sentiments of it just felt a lot more cohesive than the DLCs have been. And obviously they were talking about what would, if you could, would you rather have 2 or 3 adventure packs a year rather than have an adventure pack and a DLC? And when they said it, I was like 100%. Don't get me wrong, it would be like, you do have to think about the cost. I'm not in a position anymore where I can spend as much as I used to on the game. That's not really a bad thing. But it is something that like, it does come around. Like when Honeyglow Woods got announced, I had to think to myself like, right, I have to save £15 or whatever it was to make sure I can get the DLC so I can play it, and I can stream, and we can like, I had to have it. So I was like, I had to kind of cater to that more than I used to. But from that standpoint, obviously multiple adventure packs would add up. But I think if you had a couple of adventure packs that kind of like equated to the same amount as if you were paying for a DLC and an adventure pack, I would rather have the adventure packs if they're anything like Honeyglow Woods was, personally. I'm probably a little bit biased because I love Winnie the Pooh. So obviously Honeyglow Woods was going to be a hit with me. Do you know what I mean? Oh, they don't look right. Maybe let's try here. They might do an adventure pack and I'm like, hell nah, I hate it. That's you know, that is what it is. But that's better, I would say. But I would rather have characters from the same world in a cohesive storyline. The storyline fits those characters' morals and values perfectly, not to mention like the vibe of the pack, all the characters, you know, linked together. It just worked better in my opinion. Whereas I think one of my issues with the DLCs, especially I think Wish Blossom Ranch, I noticed it the most, was the cohesion between the characters and the storyline and the biomes just did not make sense to me. It just wasn't cohesive. Hi Ma, welcome back. Thank you, I appreciate it. Oh yeah, if you didn't see the stream that Oscar and Tani did, I would recommend going to watch it. It was really, really fun. I really enjoyed it. I even put the rest of it on this morning because I missed the end part because my little one woke up, and I put it on this morning and she was literally like mesmerized and was just giggling every time Tani laughed, and I sent Tani a picture this morning like, I think you have a fan. It was really cute. But yeah, if you haven't seen that, I would recommend watching. It was a good time. I think adventure packs are a much better idea than the throw 5 random Disney characters some random biomes. 100%. 100% agree. Hi Disney June Night fan, welcome in. The way I wouldn't feel the need to buy the adventure packs with characters I didn't care about, so much more selective. Yeah, I think that's the reason why they may be hesitant to do adventure packs rather than DLCs, because DLCs are, from a business standpoint, a much better way to earn money. That is just fact. Because, for example, when Eternity Isle dropped, don't get me wrong, I was going to be buying that DLC regardless. But the reason why I literally audibly squealed and was so excited for that DLC was because Rapunzel was in it. Because she's my favorite princess. And I was like, I have to have this. I was literally counting down the days. I was so excited. Don't get me wrong, I still would have bought it. That's wonky. It's fine. You can't really tell. Don't get me wrong, I would have bought it regardless and I would have enjoyed it regardless. But Rapunzel was the, like, I don't know, what would you call it? The selling point for me, I guess. Like, she was the reason why I was so excited, like, and so ready for the DLC and just so invested to it, was because of her. And I think they know, by including characters they know are really wanted and really sought after, they're going to cater to more people. Like, there was a lot of people around the time that Eternity Isle dropped, the main characters people were asking for was Rapunzel, Eve, and Cinderella. They were the 3 characters that at least I saw the most people asking for. Like, when I'd have people in streams or I'd ask people like, who, you know, who would you pick, kind of thing, it was always those 3 characters most of the time. Obviously there was like others, but they were like, at least on, you know, social media and stuff, they're the ones I saw the most. Now, they knew what they were doing, putting Rapunzel and Eve in that DLC. They knew what they were doing. It was smart, because as soon as people saw them, oh my god, we're going to get Rapunzel and Eve, it's going to be the best thing ever. So from a money standpoint, adventure packs aren't as much of a money guarantee, because number one, they cost less, and number two, people could be selective. If someone, I mean, I would be surprised if anyone did, because they're the best, but if someone wasn't a fan of Winnie the Pooh, had no interest in Pooh, Piglet or Eeyore, they could just not buy the adventure pack. That's more likely to happen because they're all from one franchise. Whereas the DLCs, because there's characters from like all different franchises, you're more likely to have purchases, plus you're earning more money because it's a bigger thing. Like, there was probably a lot of people who bought Wish Blossom Ranch just for Tinkerbell, or just for Snow White, or just for Tigger. Like, there probably was people who only bought them for those characters because that was their selling point. So, you know, it's hard. I'd probably book it better going forward because it's something you're not keen on, you don't have to buy it. I think from a player standpoint, I would rather have multiple adventure packs rather than the big DLC and an adventure pack. I'd rather have more adventure packs. However, from a company standpoint and their earnings, I don't think that would be a great idea as a business model, because they will naturally earn less money. Because let's be realistic here. If they go, right, our next adventure pack's going to be Star Wars, 50%, if not more, of the player base of this game are going to go, yeah, no thanks, and not going to buy it. That's why they've tested the waters with Winnie the Pooh, because it's probably one of the biggest collections of characters and franchises that people have been asking for, especially since we got Tigger. I wish I could throw gas on Jafar back into the get my money back pit for the rest of the pack I adore. Agree. I do think each DLC has had its positives and parts about it that I've loved. Don't get me wrong. I just think I've always said DLCs would make much more sense to me if they were groups of characters from the same universe, or at least groups of characters that made sense together. Like Wish Blossom Ranch, apart from Corella, I feel like the characters kind of work together because they're all kind of that like wholesome vibe. But Eternity Isle, Gaston, Rapunzel, Eve and Jafar make no sense to be put together. Like, not in any way, shape or form. Storybook Vale, they kind of worked because you had Maleficent and Aurora who obviously worked together. Merida and Flynn kind of worked together as well. Hades, I mean, it was a second villain, but again, kind of random. Yeah, I think I agree, Olivia. Storybook Vale had the most cohesive group. I agree. Now we have the original characters from the original. Now what? It's all a guessing game now. I can see. I would literally love a Pirates of the Caribbean adventure pack. I would be all about that. I think that would be amazing, because I think an adventure pack would be a great way to introduce them, because they are so different from, I mean, they're live. It's a live action film. It's a different realm of things, isn't it? I feel like Merida kind of got left behind Storybook Vale because they focused way too much on Flynn Hades in the first half. Yes, I agree. TK also my sword during a Wendy drowning. I mean, Wendy did kind of come in all guns blazing and was like not very good to Tink. So I do think that maybe it went both ways, you know? See, I think these could be quite good to like get some coverage. But yeah, I think Storybook Vale definitely had the most cohesive. In my opinion, Storybook Vale is the best DLC in terms of character cohesion, storyline, general like storytelling, I guess. I just think that was the best DLC for that. I think Eternity Isle was the best gameplay addition with the ancient machines. I think that was the best gameplay addition out of the three, compared to the snippet catching and the horses. I think ancient machines are definitely still at the top. 100%. But I'd say Storybook Vale overall is the most cohesive and well done DLC. They've all got their positives and negatives, you know, but do we want some like of this? Because I feel like now this is going to be too tall. You know, Pirates of the Caribbean could be a good contender for that, because obviously I don't see them doing the whole thing underwater. I think that just seems a little bit too big of a feat for them, if that makes sense. I think it makes sense to have like a dock biome kind of thing, like a kind of town dock, and then also like a beachy biome, and then a watery biome. I think Pirates of the Caribbean characters could kind of work in that realm. But I don't know. Danny, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Did you have a good stream? Hello, Travis. Welcome in. Hello, Phoebus. Welcome in. Hope you're good. Hi, Tanny, obviously. Hope you're also good. Hello, Nolly. Welcome in. Hope you're good. Hope you've been well. We were literally debating about DLCs and adventure packs, Tanny, and I was literally just saying to people, like, go over to Oscar and Tanny's channel and watch their talk about it yesterday. I was like, not only was it relevant to what we were talking about, but it also was really entertaining. I was like, me and my little one were watching it this morning. So if you want to go and see that, definitely do. But it was just funny, we were literally just talking about, because we were debating would we rather have adventure packs or DLCs? Like, would we rather have multiple adventure packs or one and a DLC kind of thing? And I think it was a strong consensus of adventure packs, at least from our end of things. I think it seemed a bit more catered towards the adventure packs, which I also agree with, to be honest. I think it's definitely the best. How's your dream snapping? I can't lie, we've been like absolutely dawdling, so it's definitely not going to be done in now. I've got this far and an outfit, so we'll see. But I hope your stream is good, and thank you again for the raid. If you aren't subscribed to Tanny, please do go over and do so. She makes some incredible, not only Disney Dreamlight Valley content, but mainly Disney Dreamlight Valley. But yeah, no, I think we're all in the same consensus of I would just rather have 2 or 3 adventure packs a year, like one in the spring, one in the summer/autumn, and then one in the winter. I think I'd be happy. Or even like one at the, one at the start of the year, one at the end of the year. I think I'd be happy with that. I think that works for me. Because we were talking about it, and I was like, I just don't. Honeyglade Woods was so cohesive because of all the characters being from the same world. I just don't know how we're gonna now go back to a DLC with 5 random characters that have nothing to do with each other and make no sense to be together. Like, it makes so much more sense that, like, the forgetting happens, ooh, scary, and all the characters run off together into one place. It makes more sense for it to be, like, Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore, Tigger, all together, rather than have, like, I mean, we were talking about Tennessee, like, Rapunzel, Gaston, Eve, and Jafar. What? Like, why are they all together? It makes no sense. It makes no sense to me. I wouldn't mind if they did adventure packs. No, yeah, I agree, Travis. I got Pooh's cabinet and window. Cute. So cute. So cute. We need a slightly bigger adventure pack for the 7 Dwarfs from Snow White. See, that would be so fun. I would love that. That would actually be so fun. I think adventure packs just work perfectly for the worlds that are a bit too big to have being realms. Like a group of characters that are too big for a realm, but not big enough to have to be a DLC. Like a group of 3 characters, because obviously realms have always been 2 characters, and then they've done it where, like, we've gone back to realms for another 2. I would rather do it that we have an adventure pack for like 3 or 4 characters together, and do it that way. Which is why I think, like, Pirates of the Caribbean would be perfect, because you could obviously have Jack, Elizabeth, and Will, and it would be a great, like, cohesion of characters. Whereas if you went to a realm, you'd only get 2 of them, and it's like, well, which 2 would you pick? For example, like Hercules, the amount of people, including myself, don't get me wrong, feels great, but we all wanted Meg, right? Just me? Just me? Or did we all just want Meg instead? Because I personally was a little bit like, what? You're telling me that it's not Meg? What? I was a little, and to be honest, I didn't play the update as soon as it dropped. Partly that was because of no Meg. I have to be honest. Like, partly it was because I just did not have the time to play, and obviously got to it a bit late because of life. But one of the reasons why I wasn't so like excited and invested as I would have been was because it wasn't Meg. And that's just it. Just is. Sorry. I'm excited for the story about floating eyes. Yes, I think they're going to be fun. Hi, Simon. Hope you're well. So you might get in my way. Another one to get in front of me. Yeah, Ralph's not going to be fun to walk past in the valley, is he? He's just going to walk around like stomping, being like, I'm going to wreck it. I'm not looking forward to that. I have to admit. I'm not looking forward to that at all. I am excited for the Star Path, though. I think that will be fun. I can see them putting the other Resident 100 grids in another DLC to split them up. Yeah, I think so. I think we'll get rabbit, owl, kangaroo kind of split. I think kangaroo will come together, obviously. But I feel like owl and rabbit kind of will just be placed in DLCs randomly. I'd be a bit surprised if they did another adventure pack because they've already done Winnie the Pooh. Now I think that's it now. And I don't think they're going to just make a Winnie the Pooh realm just for those characters. Do you know what I mean? I'd be surprised. I'm kind of just aimlessly scrolling and not doing anything here. I'm just chatting and scrolling and not actually achieving anything. Right. What do we want to add? Realistically, I want to go as foliage heavy as possible. I do want to use as many like natural bushes and stuff as I can. I'm not going to go too heavy on the what's it called? Don't know. It's gone from my brain. Gone. What I was going to say is gone. It's just one of those days. I need sleep. Talking of, my child is awake, but luckily Softy's with her. Otherwise, I would have had to go. So we've lucked out there that Softy's with her. They're absolutely saving Meg to be in the Merida or Snow White of a DLC. 100%. Because they know people will buy the DLC for her. 100%. But I was sad. Don't get me wrong, I actually ended up really like enjoying Phil's quest and enjoying his kind of character, but it's not Meg, is it? Come on. It's never gonna be Meg. We've got to use these. These are so cute. Even though you're probably not going to see them. Oh, why does it like not give me more? That's sad. Don't know. Don't know why it does that. And we definitely need these. But yeah, no, I think some realms will definitely go back to for characters, but I just don't see them doing it for like making a new one for Pooh and Friends. I just think it'll be, well, it wouldn't even be Pooh and Friends, it'd be Pooh's Friends. Atlantis would be fun. The Star Path looks good for city builds, 100%. I think that would be I'm actually really excited, and like, don't get me wrong, it's not my aesthetic, but I do feel like don't you know, don't judge me for this, but I do feel like I'm a little bit fairy cored out. I think they've overdone it with the fairy core. And don't get me wrong, I love a bit of cottage core, fairy core vibe. You know me. Can't get enough of it. But I do think I've had enough of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I do think within like the premium shop and all of that kind of stuff, I think they've overdone it because they know people love it and they know people will buy it. And I do think they've kind of got to that point now where I'm a bit like, okay, it's okay. I'm all right now. I'll still buy it because, you know, I can't help myself. haven't even seen one of these placed yet. Why does it move? Look. Oh. Excuse me. Why does it do that? You spin me right round, baby, right round. Okay, let me stop. And then it like goes back. It's giving Whomping Willow from Harry Potter. And I hate it. But it's more this that I hate. Something's wrong here. This shouldn't be happening, right? Game loft. Needs fixing. Please. I love Fairycall and I'd be happy for more Fairycall, but I do want things to agree. But sort by green, colour check for the photo category, snapper cut, bim, I can't even say that. My brain. Bim, bing, diddle, bum. Yeah, English. We've got to, come on, we've got to speed run this. I've got stuff to do, places to go, people to see. I'm going to add a couple of giant flowers, but I don't want to add too many because, again, we're going on heavy on the nature rather than the fairy vibes, you know? Wait, I want it this way. Also, has anyone else noticed, when did they change these to like, or did I just never notice it? I swear these never used to be painted with stripes. They used to just be sunflowers, or was I blind? You know? Penelope has been banished by Frost Zone for almost 2 years now, and depending on what Ralph's house looks like, he's likely joining her there. I think unless he's got a really cool city building, I'm not interested. I think you was blind to saying that annoyed me. I'm actually blind. I've been using this in builds and not noticed that. How did I not notice that? Oh my god, I need help. Well, I've noticed now, and now it's bothering me. So, I've joined you now, Tanny. We're both bothered by it. We're both bothered by it. Right. I'm going to add some of these small ones at the front, if I can fit them anywhere. And then I'm going to add some of these larger ones at the back. I don't want to cover... Let me move these forward. And then move these here. And then that can hopefully, like, tuck here somewhere. That works. That'll do, donkey. Right, come on. Less dawdling, more decorating. That should be my motto. Less dawdling, more decorating, you know? Right. I would blame you guys, but I feel mean doing that. But I should really. I'm too busy talking to you and reading chat. Oh, come on. Fit in the gap. Okay, it won't. Okay, I'm just going to leave it like that then. I feel like we need something behind here to, like, colour contrast. But what tree can we use that's not going to look weird? Ooh, these could work. Because they're a different colour. Yes. Okay. And then I think these... I think what we're going to have to do is do it more like that. Oh. There we go. And then I'll figure where those are going in a minute. That's better. And then these can go more here. And then maybe I'll make like a pebbly path. Right, let me see how it's looking. You just saw what you wanted to see. What the hell? I don't want to see the Tigger stripes on there because they're ugly. Love Tigger, but they're ugly. Ooh, I feel like my pose needs to be sat down or something. Obviously, I'll add lighting and stuff. But I feel like I need to be sat down to kind of get the best vibe. Ooh, maybe like... Oh, see, I would do a squirrel pose, but then you won't see the hair and stuff. Because the squirrel pose could be quite cute, but then you can't see my outfit, which is just a bit rubbish, isn't it? The only other one that makes you kind of low to the ground is a fox, right? There's no others that are like... Whereas, like, I think a bird pose could be really cute because it goes with the nature vibe. But I'm just sad because you can't really see the waterfall now. Dang it! I'm glad I chose this island because it's got the natural butterflies, which I didn't even think about. Oh, actually, that's kind of cute. I kind of like that. Something like this. Obviously, I'm going to add some like flowers and pebbles and obviously stuff to block the gaps and all of that, but I think that kind of works. Right, let me add more trees behind here so that this can be blocked. I'll add some more of these big ones just because they're good at blocking all the empty space. And I also want to add these leaves, but I feel like that should be done last, right? Let's see how that looks. It might be a bit much with that many. We need one that goes like the other way. Because I've kind of somehow managed to do it so they look a bit funky. That might work better. See, now that's too much. Hi, Mel. Hope your drive went okay. Gameloft made a mistake. No round for Ralph. Wait, really? Surely not. I mean, it makes more sense, right? Because a realm for one character and we just had a realm would be a bit confusing. That's better, I guess. I don't really like the angle of it, though. I kind of would rather it looks a bit more natural. That's kind of better. It doesn't look as, like, diagonal, which was kind of bothering my brain a little bit. And I'm going to add some dragonflies as well. I now feel like I need to redo my juice thing. This means go, thanks, Daniel. It's nothing fancy. But I appreciate it, thank you. So much faster going out, buildings and loading. It's like a different game. I love that, Simon. Mel, you're not going to be impressed when I tell you it's from the premium shop, are you? Mel keeps messaging me being like, oh my god, where's this from? I love it. And I have to keep going, oh, it's from the premium shop. And she's like, damn it. The amount of stuff I've had to message her. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Because like her list of stuff from the premium shop is just getting bigger and bigger of stuff she's missed. I'm like, sorry. And she's just like, dang it. I'm like, oh. I'm like, sorry, you missed stuff. Right. I think the petals are good. I think I just need some actual proper flowers. I think will help. And then I think I'm pretty much there. Now, I don't think I want to add any characters because I just think I don't think anyone will fit the vibe. Like, yes, Daisy and Minnie have got their like flowery outfits, but I just don't know if they're going to be giving flower rather than element. Does that sound really silly? But I just don't feel like they're going to fit. It's not the vibe, you know? Right, let's see how that looks. That's better with the pebbles. Right, I think I just need some flowers. And then I need to add the dragonflies. I need to also block that gap with another tree. Yet another tree. Where is the gap? Is it here? Or is it over here? I've got no more of these trees. I think it's here. Let's add one of these as well, just to make sure I've filled all the gaps. It's a bit overkill, but I don't really want to take a picture and be like, oh, I like it. And then I spot a gap, because then I'll be really upset. There's still a gap. Ah. How is there a gap? There's like a million trees here. What about that? That should work, right? That's better. Kind of. There we go. That works. Pluto, are you okay? Are you okay? The fence isn't from the premium shop. The fence is craftable from Wish Blossom Ranch. So that will make your day better. Well, now if you abs and give me just something, you've done all the nice things, honestly. Done my snap. Woo, I hope it went well. Feel free to pop it in the Discord so I can see. Right. I think I'm happy with this. I'm just going to grab some flowers from my house to kind of dot about, and maybe some little sparkly flowers. And then, yeah, I'm going to do the bird pose. And I think that's it. Also, how does it look? How does it look with lighting? Do I need to add some lighting? I feel like adding some green could be kind of fun, and like having it as this time of day, but adding some green lights could be quite fun. I feel like that would be nice. That I'm definitely going to do this time of day. I think that's the best. It makes everything pop more. Let me add a couple of... Do I have any green lampposts? I surely do, right? I should have like a million. I want these ones. These are the ones that I find have the best amount of light. Someone was humming the England tune. Well, it's not England tune, but it's the England... This is what people sing at football matches. Me and Softy just looked at each other like, what? It's not... Yeah, I was like, is it Nova chatting to herself? She woke up, but it's not. It's someone next door, I think. Or in their garden. One of the two. Right, let's add a few of these, and then we'll see if they... I don't want them to be visible, so I will check that once I've placed a few, just because obviously I can shuffle them around if they're a bit visible. So I don't really want a massive lamppost in my picture. Just did things. Dancing in plays the newest dance craze. Honestly, I respect it. I love that for him. Whatever Pluto wants to do, I'm happy with. There we go. And then it gives it the green. I like that. I do need to cover this gap. This gap is like the bane of my life. Why is this gap still here? But I like the green. I think that gives it a little bit extra. I just need to... I see Alice. I just need to block that gap. Where is that gap? It's where that lamppost is. Oh, I see. It's here. It's this gap. Oh, right. Can I fit you in here? I can. That should fix my problem then. Let's have a look. Are you joking? How is there still a gap? This gap is making life difficult. Is that going to fix it? No. Right, I need to do a math equation here. Where is this angle that the gap is? Here. Is that it? That should be it. No, it's not. Oh my god, I'm going to lose my mind. This is why my Dreamsnap take me so long. Because what is this? There we go. I've done it. I found the gap. I minded the gap between the train and the platform. Right. Okay, let's go get flowers. And then I should be done. Definitely hasn't taken me an hour though, has it? The wings look perfect if I do so to myself. Smell. I'm going to use them every day. Because they're so pretty. I might honestly do like a version of this outfit as my like everyday outfit. Because I actually love this dress. But I might wear the Tink one for now. I'll wear the Tinkerbell one. Because I just unlocked it. Her level 10. And then the acorn hat. And then these wings I think would actually look so cute. Hydrate. Oh, I don't have my water. Give me a sec. I think it's in the living room. Let me do this. Because I actually should hydrate, because the only drink next to me is not water, and that's not gonna hydrate me. So right, let's put those in there so I know that I've tidied it away. Right, are there any other flowers I want to use? I think the foxgloves from Honeyglow could be quite cute, and they're new, so it might be fun to use them. So at least I'd love would be paths that don't leave a gap between them, even if it's just the ones with the borders, be able to decorate in camera view. 100% agree. My ones would be definitely the borders on the path, 1000%, because that absolutely drives me around the bend, and like I don't understand how that's still a problem. What would my other one be? I don't know, I think that's the one that annoys me the most, to be honest. Maybe to I'm gonna grab some acorns and stuff from Storybook Room. Would be maybe to just do a bit of an overhaul on the hitboxes of stuff, because we still have quite a lot of items where the hitbox is just ridiculous. Like, it's got a massive hitbox, and I feel like we could maybe do with a little bit of, you know, tweaking. That'd probably be my ones. A little bit of tweaking. Because I do feel like, don't get me wrong, I love that every update we're getting UI changes and quality of life improvements, all of that, but I do feel like some of the stuff they give us is not really, I'm not going to say no to it, but it's not necessarily, you know, something that a lot of people are like, please fix this or please do this. I think they need to maybe do like another little survey at some point. I mean, we'll get one at the end of the year, but I don't know whether, usually their surveys are pretty like character heavy and star path heavy, but I would quite like one that's more focused on like what quality of life improvements would you like for the game? What are things in the game that make it, you know, difficult to play, takes away from your enjoyment, you know, like stuff like that, because let's be realistic, it's great that you've given me, you know, this character, this character, this character, but if I can't physically play the game properly, then that means nothing. And there's a lot of people on a lot of platforms, especially like the original Switch one, a lot of them like can't play the game properly because it's like it's either too laggy, or, you know, there's a glitch or a bug or whatever, and obviously they do fix some of those, but there's some that, you know, just need a good overhaul. So I feel like maybe this year, or like going into 2027, which is wild to say, 2027, but going into next year, that maybe should be like a bit of a thing to focus on, you know? Some more kind of quality of life improvements that people actually, you know, have given a lot of feedback on, and, you know, affect how they play the game and make it kind of take away from their enjoyment of the game, make things difficult for them to do. Because, like, getting the characters, like I said, it's great and all, but for some people it's like, I can't even play the game. So I feel like that would be my kind of hope. Maybe I'll do like a video at some point, like my hopes for 2027 in the game, and we'll see what everyone's thoughts are. Maybe we'll do like a yappy stream and we'll all just yap about what we'd like to see the most, whether it's like which characters we want to see, which you know, quality of life changes, game changes, that kind of stuff. We probably do it like, we'll do like, right, name 3 characters, 3 star path themes, 3 premium shop items, you know, a few quality of life things, overhaul UI kind of thing, and just see what everyone's thoughts are. Because I bet there'd be some people that would name things and I'd be like, oh my god, I've never would think of that, but that is so like is such a good suggestion, which I just feel like I may not have thought of, which I just think would be fun. And then we just gotta hope we get a survey so that we can, you know, put it all in there. Right, let's see how this is looking. I think we can go forward a little bit more. I might have to move those flowers though. I think that looks cute. What do we do? I just finished the picture event. Love that. It's quite an easy event to do. It only takes a while, I think, because you obviously have to do like one a day, which I think makes it take a little bit longer. Mickey Cloud. Makes it take a little bit longer, but I kind of like that it's quite easy to complete. Oh, if there wasn't that cloud, it'd be perfect. Right, maybe a little bit less on that. Mickey, as much as it's a nice day, I'd quite like you not to ruin my picture, please. That's a bit too bright. That's better. Right. Do that just in case Mickey decides to invite himself. How do we think? I think I'm happy with it, but I think the leaves just being this side is too much over here and not enough here. I think it looks a bit strange. So I think maybe the best bet, if I can, I don't know if I'll be able to though, is have the leaves kind of more, I wish I could put it over the water, is have it a bit more like here, kind of in the middle. I think that will look better. And then I can add some dragonflies here. I think that's a better way of doing it, because otherwise it's going to look a bit too much on one side, I fear. Because then look, I can put pink ones here. Oh, never mind. I can put the pink ones here maybe, and then see if blue. Oh, why can't we put stuff like this over water? It actually really bugs. Added to my list. Added to my list of complaints. There we go. Because now I've got a little bit more going on. Do we still need more leaves up here, do we think? Do we think the leaves are looking a bit... A little marker and furniture shows your character is? That would be fun. Oh, do you know what would be my top one? My top quality of life improvement? I think it would actually genuinely be the top of my list as well, would be let us toggle off resources and stop them from spawning if we don't need them. That would be my top one, 100%. I'm gonna leave it like that because it's just the only way it's gonna work. That would be my top one. I didn't want Pluto. I wanted, yeah. That would be my top one. Let us toggle off stuff from spawning in biomes if we don't want them to spawn. Because some biomes I genuinely don't need. Can we get rid of these clouds, please? I don't need the stuff to spawn, yet it still spawns. Right, Pluto, you need to exit the Dreamsnap, please. Out, 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 out. I don't think they'll ever do that. I don't think so either. I was worried that the last one actually was Peter Pan, but it was easy. Yeah, I was a bit worried going into Skull Rock, and then I've actually seemed to do it quicker than most of them. I think Alice was the hardest one for me, because I just got a bit lost. I wish we could use our house skins for villager houses. I think that'd be quite fun, actually. I would quite like villager house skins. Like, they did... If they did a version of the villager house... And like you could buy a skin for it, or you could just place it down as a normal premium shop skin, but the house skin was like could only be equipped to that character. So like it was specifically for Goofy or specifically for Mickey or whoever. Because then they could do houses from like different iterations of that character, or like whatever, you know, because like let's be real, especially with Mickey and Friends, they have a lot of different versions of their houses and stuff from different content. Like they could do like a retro one where all their houses are like black and white, kind of like the Steamboat vibe. I feel like that would be really, really fun. I'd quite like that. And then yeah, you could just place it. You could either put it on your house, the character's house, or as just a placeable house skin. I think that would be really fun to have it like the shadow. Have that be an option. I want to try and get it so the shadow's not my face. Goofy, Donald, get out. That's cute. There's not enough butterflies going on there. That's quite cute. What do we think? I quite like that. True, they did give us floating islands for that reason. You're right. My puppy's looking at the stairs. I think she wants to go to bed. Say puppy. She's 10 months now, but she's still just a baby. 10 months is a baby. Because she's the same age as Nova, and Nova's 10 months, so she's most definitely a baby. So you can still call her a baby, Simon. I think she is. Peter Pan, Alice with the hardest me. Yeah, Alice's I got so lost. Plus, we won't have to see Ugly House we don't use in the valley. True. Yeah, premium shop house skin styles for villager houses, 100%. And I think it should be you can either equip it to their house, so like one specific villager, so say for example Goofy, his house, but you could also use it on your house, and you could also just place it as an empty house skin. I think that would be really fun, and then they just do it for like a little bit more expensive, I guess. You know? I think that would be fun. I think we could do that. Surely. I think that would be so, so fun. Because then it's like, you'd have the option of... I need more, like, dragonflies going on. Where's all my dragonflies gone? There's some, but there's not enough. That's better. That cloud's really annoying, though. Maybe this is a good draft. Oh, never mind. There's Wooly in it. I didn't even notice that. Didn't even notice. I was like, that's great. Apart from the cloud, and I just saw his massive head. I didn't even mean to. And people are buying so many house skins that we're not even using. Exactly. But that's why I think villager ones would be a really fun change, because it's like you have that option. Thank you, Lily. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. I hope you had a good stream and you had a good time. What were you up to? And thank you so much for choosing me to raid. If you don't know Tinker Lily, which I'm sure you do, please do go over and subscribe. She makes some amazing content. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. We need a toggle in camera mode for a Mickey Cloud. Oh, yes, but I also feel like that would take away the success you feel inside when you get a good Mickey Cloud. I feel like when you get a good Mickey Cloud in a Dreamsnap, you get that sense of like pride of, oh my god, I've done it. Unless you're Fora, who somehow manages to do it with every Dreamsnap she's ever done. Every time Fora does a Dreamsnap, I'm like, oh, she's got another Mickey Cloud. So, you know, I feel like unless you're Fora, who does it all the time, it might be quite difficult. I kind of love the success of it. Right, this cloud's nearly gone. I'm literally waiting for this cloud to go. If another one appears, I'm going to be absolutely livid. Once it's past that flower, I'm doing it. Because I just don't want any clouds. And that cloud was bothering me. Right. Oh, Pluto, out. Get out. I mean, it's kind of perfect. We've got water going on, butterflies, leaves. Pluto has exited the shot. The bird's not covering my face. I think that's good, right? Have I got enough tags? I actually didn't check that. Okay, I do. enough like categories. Oh my god, I actually would have cried, I think, if I hadn't. I think I would have been like, what do you mean? I think that'll do. I think that's the best it's going to get, considering we were supposed to do it in an hour, and we've most definitely not done it in an hour. I think that'll, you know, that'll work. It's not the best ever, and it's not giving as much green as I wanted it to, but I think that's because I added a lot of flowers and stuff, and I didn't go full green, but I also didn't want it to just... Well, I wanted it to be all the different elements of nature, which is why I put like some mushrooms, some flowers, a bit of water, the leaves in the wind. Like I wanted it to kind of be nature rather than just like a load of green. If that makes sense. I think it'll do, Donkey, to be honest. I think that'll work. Right, now we got to clean up. I'm also going to sort out what my character looks like because I can't cope with the green hair. It's stressing me out. I'm not used to my character not having brown hair. It doesn't sit right in my brain. I also need to change my eyes back because that also doesn't sit right in my brain. Question is though, can I remember what colour my eyes were? I think they were like this one maybe? Yeah. Oh, and I need to do eyeshadow. There we go. And lips. There we go. We're back to normal now. Right, I'm going to wear, as much as I love this crown, I'm going to wear my little acorn hat because it's just my favourite thing in the whole world right now. And I'm going to wear... I'm going to put my glasses back on. And I'm going to keep my wings on because I love them. And I'm going to wear... I think I might wear this one because I've only just unlocked it and I haven't had a chance to wear it yet and it kind of goes with everything. This one also is cute, but it doesn't go as well. I think this one's the vibe. And then I'll keep the little armbands on because I think they look cute. Let's change my earrings. We haven't really got... We need more earrings, like, desperately. Because we just don't have enough. Will these shoes go the best? I think probably, yeah. Because I don't think Tinkerbell's thing came with shoes. Those kind of go. I think those with some green socks could low-key be the vibe. I like it. Picasso. Right, let's take this bird off because the noise of it is absolutely driving me insane. Oh, there we go. I think that works as an outfit. Let me make it my glider so then I can actually fly around. There we go. Cute! Right. Let's get rid of all of this. Luckily, I can just click a button and it's done. Makes my life significantly easier. And I'm going to go and pop all this stuff back in my house. And then it'll probably be time to wrap up, to be honest. I'm not sure how long we've been here for, but it was supposed to be an hour and it's definitely not been an hour. I don't think it's been too long though, right? 2 hours. Double the time. Tier list is done. Love that. Oh, don't worry, Jay. It's fine. It's fine. I thought, yeah, I think it is just the channel name. But I could be wrong. But I think it is just the channel name. I feel like Mel would be so proud of this outfit. Because it is cute. I don't want that one. I want this one. Right. Oh, they're pretty much in the right place. That can be sold because I've got too many. And then I think I had some of this. And then flowers go in here with random bits and bobs that I've somehow accumulated. Bamboo goes in there. That can be sold. That can be sold. That can be sold. That can go in a chest. I am. I love it. Thank you. I thought you would. I was like, ooh, Mel would like this outfit. Pine cones. And then we've got to go in here for dream shards. Got to tidy up before I log off. Otherwise, I'll come back on the game tomorrow and be like, excuse me, why are my pockets full of stuff? And then I'll be sad at myself. I love how Tink's outfit's unisex. Yeah. I think I can't cope when they give us character outfits and there's just not another counterpart. Like when they go for just the dress, I'm like, why? But why? I feel like the best way they do it is when they do two characters together and they make one have like a dress or a skirt and then the other one have trousers or shorts. I think that's my favorite way they do it. Or just make both of them trousers or shorts, to be honest. Because then it caters to everyone. Right. I think that is me done for the day, to be honest. It's supposed to be an hour, but let's be real with me. Is it ever going to be an hour? And it would go longer, but I am absolutely cream crackered, to be honest. And also, I don't want to start... I mean, I've got Tigger's quest to do, but I also don't want to start Pooh, Piglet, or Eeyores because I want to give them their own stream. So next stream, which should be tomorrow, I'll do all of Pooh's quests, and then the next one will be all of Piglet's, the next one will be all of Eeyores. I kind of want to do them all, like, and have a dedicated day for each one. I think that would be quite fun. And then between... What should we call this? Let's call it Acorn. Because that's, like, the vibe, right? There's an acorn here. There's an acorn here. It works. Yeah. And then after we've done their quest, really, up until we get Ralph, I'll probably do some decorating. I want to get Honeyglow Woods complete. I'm currently... I've done, obviously, all of Drowsy Bloom. That's finished. So that was easy. And then my next one I'm doing is... I'm going to do Piglet's house, which, as you can see, I'm starting to prep. Getting stuff ready. And then this is going to be an orchard / farm. This whole big section. And then after that, it's just down here. Which I think this whole section will be Eeyore's bit. And then it's just this little section, which I'm not sure what to do with. But I might just make it like a little cute picnic area or something. Like a little hangout area. But I've kind of like planned it all. It's just doing it. So, oh, and then this bit is going to be... excuse me. This bit's going to have Tigger. And this larger half is going to be Tigger. And then this small half, again, I might do like a playground. Like a proper playground. Because obviously we got this really cute craftable slide. Which I just think is the cutest thing ever. And obviously we got the little hopscotch tiles as well. So I'm thinking I want to do a little playground somewhere. So probably here, honestly. Because I kind of want to keep all the characters in their own biome. So the little playground here, and then that can go with Tigger, which I think would be quite nice. Move him over here with everyone. So that's my plan. So that's what we'll be working on. We'll be doing the character quests, and then, you know, starting with the building, which is exciting. So I need to level everyone, but now I'm tempted to wait until I can give them multiple gifts at once. But if that's just favourite gifts, that won't help me level them. Yeah, I think it's just favourite gifts, and then you can re-roll their favourite gifts as well. I'm guessing just once. You can re-roll them in case you don't have the item or whatever, which I think is quite cool. But yeah, I think it's going to be just their favourite stuff that you can multi-gift. Like, you'll just go in your inventory and you can just send them all at once, basically. Thanks, Jay. How do we get the hopscotch? I think I got it in a chest, question mark. I think it was a chest. It was either a chest or Scrooge. It was one of the two. It's this one. I think it was a chest. But it's very cute. But it's either a chest or Scrooge. Don't quote me on which one. DDV Wiki will know. But it's very cute. So I thought with this hopscotch, and this massive craftable slide, I'm going to make like a playground, and then obviously add the other kind of playground-esque items we've got, like, you know, the little Toy Story flower table and stuff, and make like a little playground. Is kind of my idea, basically. Right, is there anyone I can send you to? Let's have a look. Let's put us in here, and let's put this back on. So we've at least got, you know. No worries, Daniel. It's about cute in the Peter Pan one, 100%. I'll probably include both in it, because obviously they both make sense. But Hot Cocoa's live. Okay, we'll send you there. Yeah, I was like, oh, and then I got the Winnie the Pooh one. I either got it from a chest or Scrooge. So if you're on the hunt for it, that will be where it's located. But I will probably do that at some point this week. So if you're excited, then that'll be good. Right, where is... Oh, does Hot Cocoa not allow raids? Surely, right? I raided them before. What? Or are they not streaming anymore? Do I need to refresh? No, they are. What? For some reason, I can't redirect you. Maybe they have it turned off. What I will do, because most of you know Hot Cocoa Collective, I will I'll post the link in chat, and then you can just go over like that. It won't redirect you via YouTube. Unfortunately, I can't for some reason. I don't know if maybe it's on YouTube's end or what. But I will be going over there, so I'll just post the link in stream. And then you guys can go over there, basically, because I can't redirect you, which is really sad. But here's the link. I will see you over there. Oh, I think Coco's having trouble with raids. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Then your theme song in Discord. Oh no, is it the Muppets? I'm scared. There's the link. I will see you hopefully tomorrow. Thank you all for hanging out. And if you've liked the stream, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you again, Mel, for the super chat. And I will see you all tomorrow.